Alright, welcome to a quick, maybe quick, I don't know, Robotadventures video. Come back, Astro Boy. Beam. Ruben, I read the title, so I know what this video is about. Alright, well, you're smart. You're a smart guy. Or gal. Eat my cough drops. For the donkey load. Children. Dumbasses. Children, do not watch this. Dumbasses shit for brains. Stupid people. This video is not made for you. This video is made for people who are interested in my videos and are interested in my videos. Alright, so I wanted to talk about the 2016 movies that I watched, and the ones that I liked, and the ones I want to recommend to you. Countdown. Oh shit, it's a countdown pack! Countdown. So I went through like the release dates of all the movies last year. Or I don't know if they were all the movies, but a lot of the movies. Yeah, I got spool holders. And then yeah, the ones that I saw and the ones that I liked. So I saw a lot of movies. I have a projector and like an 80-inch screen and stuff like that, and surround sound and campfire. I like movies, so I made a list of the movies that I saw, or that were released this year. Not that I saw a lot more, but here's a list right here. So in 0% order, in the order that there was space on this piece of paper for me to write this down. These are the 2016 movies that I saw. So, I'm just going to go through them. And then I'll talk about the top movies that I want to recommend, or the list. Which I'm trying to do this all in one take. Hopefully I can do it all in one take. Alright, so I saw Ghostbusters. I saw in English title Your Name, Moana, Ouija, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Civil War, Deadpool, Sausage Party, the Brothers Grimsby, Kubo and the Two Strings, Star Trek Beyond, Finding Dory, Batman vs. Superman, Secret Lives of Pets, Rogue One, Arrival, Zootopia, Gods of Egypt, The Fifth Wave, Jungle Book, X-Men Apocalypse, Ratchet and Clank, Legend of Tarzan, Kung Fu Panda 3, Laser Team, Zoolander 2, Divergence, what's it, Alliance? Angry Birds and Warcraft. Allegiance, maybe that's what I wrote. I can't read my own writing. Alright, so those are the movies I saw of the 2016 movie releases. And the top something movies. All right, good. So the movies are all over the place, right? I've got a lot of other movies that I've got ready to watch, and I haven't watched, like um, what was it, Deep Horizon, and a bunch of other, like uh, Saturday morning uh, movies where you're relaxing and drinking some coffee or something like that. Hell or High Water. I want to watch Sing. A lot of these movies haven't even been released in Japan yet. So I think Doctor Strange is going to be released maybe next week or the last week of January. So some of the movies I haven't seen. So, but what I want to talk about is my favorite animation movies. So the if you just go back through the list, you'll know all of the animated movies that I saw. So I think oh, my hand. Oh, there's some plastic there. At the near the bottom of the list, I'm not gonna kind of rank them, but Angry Birds was okay. It was nice. It was colorful, but yeah, no, it was a nice movie. I've seen it a couple times, but it just wasn't all that memorable. Also, Ratchet and Clank was good. It was. I didn't play that much of the video game, so I don't. If there were a lot of like, oh, he's the guy in the game where he does the thing and stuff like that. So if there was a lot of that, then I didn't catch it. So those two are kind of at the bottom. Also, next maybe was The Secret Lives of Pets. I saw that maybe a couple of times. It's all right, but I didn't really like the animation style. They were kind of, and they were nice, but it was kind of the story was meh. Oh shit! Don't want to knock over my goodbye. Yummy, yummy. Next. Oh, let's see. I say maybe. Maybe either Zootopia or Kubo and the Two Strings. Those two were pretty good. I like those movies. I watched Zootopia a couple times. I thought, yeah, it was nice to see maybe some new characters, and I like rabbits, so Zootopia was nice. Kubo was nice also. It was like a origami movie, which was nice, and I liked the shamisen, and it was a good movie. I like that. So the last, I guess 3 or 4 are just because of my interests, and yeah. So I liked. I guess there are sequels and stuff like that. I don't know where to really rank them, but I'm going to say next was the Japanese movie, Your Name. That was a nice movie, and I do like Djibouti, and I like that kind of style, like the Street Fighter the animated movie, which came out way long time ago. But I like the way that the Japanese movies will spend time focusing on like a vending machine or a piece of garbage, um, you know, being blown by the wind across the street, or something that is what a cinematographer would focus on. But usually in animated movies, they're like, "Oh no, we got to get the action, or we got to get this stuff." So we're not going to focus on that. But I like the way that movie was, and I really like it. Yeah, it was a nice movie. It was a nice movie, but once you know the story, it's like, okay, I know the story, and it's I don't really see, watching it over and over and over. But I liked it. And also, along that line, Sausage Party. That was a fun movie. I liked it. But, like, again, once you know the jokes, it's like, yeah, that's good. The story was kind of weak. I thought, like, the reason for them to go through the supermarket was it was an okay story, but what I thought was fun was all of the jokes and the way they were poking fun at society. That was a good part. Not like, hey, we got to go find out where this stuff is, or like we got to go save these people. That was like, oh yeah, that was just pretty much a standard story. But yeah, the jokes and the food fucking at the end, that was pretty good. If you haven't seen that story, that was spoilers. I should have told you spoilers. Also, Finding Dory. I liked, I liked Finding Nemo, and here's Dory. Oh shit! I don't know if they're gonna release a Revoltech fish tacos. So, yeah, I'm a big Pixar fan, and I liked Finding Dory. So that was a good movie. Ed O'Neill as Octopus, married with children. Oh, big. Is it really that great? I mean, if you were to watch Finding Dory compared to like Kubo and the Two Strings, probably Kubo is better. Your Name is probably a more interesting movie, and I've talked a lot more about it. But Finding Dory is a movie that I can just put on in the background and just watch it over and over and over. Oh, that's the part where they do that. Oh, that's the part where they do that. And it's like, I'll probably end up watching Finding Dory a lot more than I'll probably watch Your Name or Kubo or something like that. Just because when I watch some of the other movies, I really want to watch them. I just don't want to like have them as background noise. So that's the kind of caveat there. Like Finding Dory. Also, another, I guess, around the same level was Kung Fu Panda 3. I really liked Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda 1, Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3. I thought I like the way they set it up. It's like he has to learn a new thing, and then he learns the new thing, and Dustin Hoffman um, has to acknowledge that he's the the Dragon Warrior. So Shifu is always catching up to Jack Black. It's just like, okay. And that's another movie. It's like, yeah, it's a good movie. You watch it once, and then you're like, it's nice. You kind of know the beats of the movie, so you'll watch that again. So I like that one. And I don't know. Is this Moana the number one? Yeah, and Moana is along the same lines as Finding Dory and Kung Fu Panda, and yeah. So those type of movies, I'll just throw in the background while I'm doing something else, and just I know the story. I'll just and also maybe the reason Moana is number one is because, or the maybe one I'll watch the most is because of the music. And some of the songs are so-so, but it's got a little, some catchy beats and stuff like that. So, out of the 2016 animated movies, I think Moana was probably the best. Just because of the music, the story was... It was kind of good. I thought I liked the way they spoilers. I liked the way they dealt with the gods, and it's like, okay, he's a demigod and stuff like that. And I think that things are changing. So that actually saying that there are multiple gods instead of a single, monotheistic kind of Christian theology is no longer the only way to go. And they kind of did that a little bit with Hercules and stuff like that. But it was kind of like, hey, these are... But this one seems kind of like, hey, who's really making fun of the islanders? Who's like, oh, you Samoans, haha, or you Hawaiians, haha, you guys. And it was all based in the Hawaiian stuff. But, yeah, no one's really laughing at Hawaiians for having different beliefs. And I think... the polytheistic or even among younger generations, people who are more open-minded, atheists or agnostics, I think are getting a better a wider range of acceptance compared to their parents' age, where it's like, oh, why, the fucking anarchists. No, it's not anarchy. Everybody doesn't want anarchy. We just don't believe in magical spaghetti monsters and, whatever. Oh, well, spaghetti monsters aren't real. But this other one is real. Thor isn't real, but there's... Yeah, okay, whatever. So, I like that and the way they dealt with that. So... for my 2016 favorite movies of the year, animated movies of the year, that was my list. Go watch Moana, go watch Sausage Party, go watch Your Name, Kubo and the Two Strings, Finding Dory. Ruben, you're saying them out of order. You didn't say... just go watch them. Zootopia was nice. Kung Fu Panda was good. And the last three on the bottom were Angry Birds, Ratchet and Clank, and Secret Lives of Pets. Yeah, they were all fun movies and stuff like that. I liked the Ratchet and Clank character design. I think that would be really nice to have like little figures of those guys, to action figures of those, because they seem really like posable, and big joints and stuff. A lot of the other movies, it's kind of hard to make figures out of. You can make a Dory, but yeah. So I got a fish, yay! It's okay. I'm gonna do battle action with a fish. Okay. The pets, Secret Lives of Pets, so. Zootopia, you'll have like plush dolls of those. Kubo and the Two Strings, I think it would be really nice if you had like a gritty character made out of that. Sausage Party, maybe more larger action figures with like a big sausage fucking a hot dog bun. That'd be really fun, and yeah, that'd be a good thing. Moana's just plush dolls again, Disney stuff. Kung Fu Panda, always wanted the action figures. Like, Poe has all the action figures. We should get the action figures. And Angry Birds are probably little dumpy little birds. So, as far as action figures, I think Sausage Party would be fun. Kubo would be nice. And Ratchet and Clank would be kind of fun. Oh, Kung Fu Panda, of course. Alright, guys. Let me know if you guys have seen those movies, and which animated movie you thought was the best. As far as non-animated movies, which ones I've seen a lot, I'm just going to give you a hint. Expelliarmus. And I watched some reviews of that Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I watched the Angry Joe movie review, and they had no idea, like, the time frame and what these things was like. Yeah, maybe it wasn't explained. If you're a super Harry Potter fan, then maybe you know, but yeah, Grindelwald and Dumbledore. Voldemort was maybe 0 or something. I don't even know if he was born yet. So, yeah. So a lot of the non-Harry Potter knowledgeable people kind of like, oh, well, that was a so-so movie. It's not even in the same timeline. Well, yeah, they're on different times. So one is like in the 20s and one is in like the 80s. They're like 60 years difference. So, Civil War was great, of course. Zoolander 2 was good, but yeah, Deadpool, of course, great. The Brothers Grimsby was funny. Star Trek, I really liked that. Fifth Way was crappy. Jungle Book, so-so. It was nice, but X-Men Apocalypse, that was yeah. Gods of Egypt. I wanted the CG to be good, but it was kind of shit. Ghostbusters were like, why did you do that? Ouija was kind of scary. I was like, hey, I don't like scary movies, but I watched it in the middle of the day, so that was good. Legend of Tarzan was alright, Laser Team, I liked it because it was so stupid. Allegiance? Is that the Divergence? I don't even remember what the story was. And Warcraft, I'm one of those guys that didn't play WoW. So, it was one of those movies where, for those people watching the movie who don't know what it's based on and only go by what the movie says, it was like, oh, okay, that was the movie. It's okay, I get it. And it's like, okay. But for people who know the movie, then that movie was shit. And same thing for Transformers. If you know Transformers and you saw Transformers, it's like Michael Bay, you fucked it up. For those who know Dragon Ball and saw Dragon Ball Evolutions, the like that was the worst movie for me. I don't know Dragon Ball very well, so I was like, oh, that was alright, good movie. So it was that kind of situation for me for Warcraft. I didn't know jack shit about Warcraft. I saw pink ogres or trolls or whatever they were, and blue trolls, and there was a green troll. They're not called trolls, Reuben. They're called blablabers. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but so it was in that kind of situation. So I kind of liked Warcraft. It was like a 5 or something. It wasn't that shitty. So Arrival. Arrival was good, but I just thought they went with some of the stupid. They did the stupid scientist stuff, like, oh, I'm a scientist and these are aliens, and they don't have any scanning capabilities. The only way they can see what I look like is if I take off all my protective gear. It's like, you're a dumbass. I'm pretty sure they have like X-rays or some other kind of scanning technology. You didn't have to like, oh, look at me and all this stuff. So they did the dumb scientist thing, which I really don't like. Yeah, I think that's all. Alright, guys. That was my one shot. The money shot. Review, or talking about my favorite 2016 movie. So I'll talk to you guys later. Where's Robot? And this year, I'm going to try to make some Transformers. So I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys think. What you guys want to see with the figures. Original figures. Bye-bye. Come back.